What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Pretty much for the rest of this offseason, maybe even into the season, depending on how I like doing this or whatever. I'm going to be taking a look at retired players on at least as far as I can go on Game Pass. And I thought it'd be fun to actually start off with someone kind of obscure-ish, Matt Flynn. I mean, most of you guys will know who he is. At least you guys should know. Yeah, I pulled up the one game where he was on top of the world, basically, where he threw those 6 touchdowns for Green Bay. Because, basically, the Packers had a monster season that year, and they were already the number 1 seed anyway, so they didn't play Aaron Rodgers week 17. They played him, and he ended up throwing 6 touchdowns. And after this season was over, he ended up going to the Seahawks, and people sometimes forget that he was actually supposed to be the starter before Russell Wilson. He just ended up losing that battle to Russell Wilson. So, let's just go ahead and get into it. This is going to be something I'm going to be trying to do here. Basically just kind of threw it up and let Jordy Nelson jump up and grab that. That's not Jordy Nelson. He was 87. Is that Jermichael Finley, maybe? I forget. Yeah, that's Nelson up there. There's a little bit of a blur as well. It's a older one. Also, I can't do like players that retired a super long time ago because Game Pass only goes back to like 2009, and I will only be using coaches' film, the all 22s, because broadcast view sometimes can give you some copyright problems. So I'm gonna try to avoid that as much as possible. Just showing all 6 touchdowns. Let's get into that. So Donald Driver. Oh man, I almost forgot about Donald Driver. Jesus. Slow it down. So this receiver stopping, it is basically a rub route almost. It kind of let Donald Driver get underneath him and get underneath the defender here and just kind of take off. And also Detroit was really good this year too. They started off like 5 wins in a row, and I think they went like 11-5, something like that. This was the season that Matt Stafford threw for 5,000 yards. Okay. Let's get to the next one. Nice deep ball. Could have thrown it a little bit further, but really good catch by Jordy Nelson, though. Defender was all over him. This is the type that Jordy Nelson was really good at, though. Just really good, trusty hands. Aaron Rodgers, this was his number 1 for quite a few years shortly after this. Let me show it from the other angle as well. Okay. Also, sorry if I have to be kind of quiet. Literally everyone else in the house is asleep at the moment, but this is the only time I can record with the situation that we're in now. So, Jordy Nelson again. Forgot how good of a game Jordy Nelson had this game. Wow. And the crazy thing is the receiving core that they had back then. Like Randall Cobb at this point was like the number 4 or 5 receiver, and like possibly the 6th option, because like they had Driver, Nelson, Greg Jennings, Jermichael Finley. Like it's crazy. It's crazy the receiving core that they had at the time. And then the fact that, that they came out so rusty looking in the playoffs and ended up losing to the Giants. It's crazy. Wow. That's some dope yak there. Show it from this angle. Finds open lane. Good block by Donald Driver there and Jordy Nelson. I almost forgot about Grant. Honestly. Yeah, Ryan Grant. Yeah. I completely forgot about him, I'm going to be honest. All right, here's the last touchdown. Nice little stiff arm. Pass wasn't anything crazy, but... Okay. Last play, so I guess I could show from the other angle as well. That's fantastic. Jordy Nelson, that's what, 3 touchdowns? Wow. But as you can see, those 6 touchdowns are a little bit deceptive because a lot of that was mostly on the receivers. Like Jermichael Finley had to jump up for that, and that was Jermichael Finley, by the way. I didn't look before. Donald Driver kind of had to reach back for it. Jordy Nelson made some really good catches, and then some good yak there. Ryan Grant had so much yak, and there was some good blocks. So he relied on his receivers pretty heavily this game. So not knocking him at all, but you can see why this game may have been a little bit misleading, because after he threw 6 touchdowns with the most stacked offense in the league, people thought that he was going to be the next starter for the Seahawks, and didn't end up working out. Then he was supposed to be the next starter for the Raiders. That didn't end up working out. I forget, wasn't it Terrell Pryor that ended up beating him in Oakland? I think so. But anyway, I think that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, I appreciate you hitting that like button. Have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.